Welcome to Poppy's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin. Welcome to the corner, my friends.
I need a dollar, dollar is what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? They say, you have it all together. You always make it happen. Always find a way to fix it. Always make a way out. I'm tired of folks acting like my exit is scripted, like my last name is Christ and I'm the savior, like I can make wine out of water. People go around acting like I never get down to my last quarter. So I say, let's not pretend that these accomplishments aren't actually actionable acts that I actively fought for. Full disclosure. Make no mistake about it, this physical form does not exit the fires of trials unscathed from the smoldering pits of volcanic eruptions. My being is not saved. This life provides no off-ramp that operates as a detour for the pitfalls programmed in. No Easter eggs to be found, no exit door coded, no cheat code written in, no escape. And yet, they look upon my accomplishments and think that it just makes sense, that my capabilities should be multiplied by 10. And just look at proof of my time and task management. Apparently, I'm not human. I'm a close relative of Superwoman. Santa to be damned. I try not to be bitter. I try to remember that they don't know my struggle and all they see are the end results of the pain and the counted cost. Not one of them climbed the ladder with me, with its broken rungs and rough surfaces, splinters abound and jagged edges. That path I stumbled down was anything but easy. I patched myself up. Yet they conveniently ignore my blood stains on the foundation and leave out the fact that I made my own luck. Sweat stains stained each worn out cloth. No time to wring out the threads when there's miles to cross. No one around to call, no battery pack to refill that energy bar so they don't see when legs falter and knees become weak so I fall. They only see the end when the journey is complete. Never know how many times I desperately wanted to end it all. Ironic. Once you arrive at your destination, people tend to ignore your DIY stitches and swear you had nothing but smooth sailing. Never mind the damage left by the tests, the trials, and the tribulations. Overlook the cracks in your heart that was left still beating, but still in the steady state of breaking. Call it square, because you made it through the desert like a superhero without a drop of water. It's cool. You made it through. How stretched could you be having to make it through, going all the way down to your last quarter? I guess I oughta be glad that I travel solo like a red cup, since people never seem to know when to let go of their hypocritical concepts, when their thoughts are actually fully fallible. When it's run free, it's easy to trip over errant egos. Blood is thicker than water, right? But when I'm fighting a war, where'd my team go? Let's stop the emotional bullying with phrases that are only half true. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So the relationships you make yourself are more important than the ones you don't choose. And this is why there are those who react in a way that is contrary to my peace. And it's simply because we're bound by blood and not bound by anything beyond scientific means. Just facts. Nothing to be mad at. It's just that we didn't pick each other. And these are the same people acting like, I never get down to my last quarter. Hey, hey, mic drop.
Man, I'm having a day. But ain't no way I'm about to tell the world my problems. It ain't like they can help me solve them. And the problem with most is just they just talk too freaking much. So when I'm out of touch with reality, in my fantasy, I write to ignite or unite, but my life be like bullshit days, bills that need to be paid. Damn, I can't believe he got laid to rest. I know I'm at my best when there's no sign of rage, so I let it leak on the page with a little bit of haze, and then I'm okay, ready to breathe again. Because Lord knows if I let it build and I hold it in, life of a poet, you better know it. See, poetry been my side chick, and sometimes I neglect, abuse, and misuse, but she forgave me every time. And at the same stuff that I've written in between these lines to make her figure fine, I'd be inclined to say that she's the cheapest therapist a fool have ever found. And I know she good for my soul, because when I'm empty, she be making me feel whole. And when I'm whole, she be giving me all control. See, I picked up that pen and it was the key to her heart. Took me a while to realize that poetry, man, she's been my therapist from the start. And that's my piece.
Welcome. Welcome to my hood where I have the tendency to make bad things seem good. Where women like myself are often misunderstood. Where some people would escape if they could. I know I wouldn't, but I know others would. That's the reason I have you all here tonight. I want us to think about all the wrongs we can make right. With all the darkness surrounding us, let's try to make light. Let's make light of the situations in which we had no control of its creations. Tonight, let's not dwell on the negative because that's wasted dedication. Shit, I know we still in the hood, but I would like to take your mind on vacation. You see, my hood is free from frustration, where all will be heard and respected. No need to die by reputation. And we all know the children are watching, so we gonna show good representation. Let's teach each other how to heal. Touch your neighbor's hand and ask them how they feel. The universe brought us here together, so let's seal the deal. I've done the honors of blessing y'all into my hood, so let's make it real. Thank you.
Feel free to hate on me. Hot, cold, and in between. I'm always cooler than nature breeze. Hot air never made me sweat. Smoldering, not yet. 'Cause cold wind blows past me. With birds chirping at my feet. Feel free to hate on me. Seasons may change, but I stay the same. Unaffected by fortune or the fame. Feel free to hate on me. In this chaotic world, I find my peace. In storms and silence, my strength lies in compliance. Whispers of judgment slide off like rain. I'm grounded by in joy or in pain. Feel free to hate on me. I walk my own path, alone yet free. Bounded by my spirit, not by what you think of me. I rise with dawn, I rest with the night. Unafraid of the dark because I am the light. For I am a force that they can't defeat. In my blackness, I find my seat. Feel free to hate on me, for I am myself in every hue. I'll keep being who I'm meant to be. With a smile as bright as the sun, in my own skin, I've already won. In peace, my soul is set free. Feel free to hate on me, for I am simply me, a spirit wild and untamed. But I'll keep dancing wild and free as birds chirp tunes at my feet. In my own skin, I find my beat, unapologetically free. I am freer than a take one brochure, and you, yes, you, can read all about me. So hate on me. Peace.
See, my words are infections because I stay making the paper sicker. Speaking truths, no more doubts. Now with God smiling, leaving questions for the Riddler. Filling lines with color, cooking up words for ears to hear, with long lines waiting for dinner. To Grayson stage like modeling shoots, with everyone in attendance pulling out phones on wanting to take pictures. Preaching my gospel of overcoming darkness to light, eclipsing the past, putting shade to fears, onwards to a new sight. Living, not worried about wrong or right, accountable, living the good life, with things flying high, with new beginnings, just like the rights. Only out to judge me, which got me living carefree, with my jury, made up of my peers, choosing humbleness, not angry with a fury. No more being lawless against the law. Got me every day waking up purely. Was told death to jail would be in my cards, surely. But my dealer is my creator. Got me winning hands. Currently, no felonies in my life. Just hit 45, so I guess I've overcome those people's plans. So I might be 5'9" to living and being on 365, with spoken words as my clan. Young me was 5 feet, shorty 730, with crazier visions than Eminem Stan. Was about big dreams of living the streets, selling and hustling, of getting stacks and bands, to getting older, then being broke at 40, working a 9 to 5 on paying things back, now a working man. Rich, filled with hope and spirit, health's good, so slow and steady will come with making grands. So I gave a short, but more than a brief glimpse of me for all those to understand. Because I'm at a good place now, not rushing, enjoying at times just standing still. For a long time in my life, it was all just spinning, just like the fan. So please be kind to yourself and be proud of you. It will help you achieve to be the best woman or man. With these words, I hope you ingest for it to sink in and mentally digest. I'm tired now, so it's the end of this piece. Time to get more rest. Always leaving how I wake up. So I say, God bless. Spoken Pete.
So I was always told growing up I needed to improve my diction. Confliction and contradiction of what my words were worth. Even if I thread the needle with verses, I birth crucifixion of my tongue because I happen to spit contractions too far apart. Well, no offense, but you go kiss an egg fart with your nose. I suppose my deepness on this mic would cause less friction to your ears and less stares, but I see this kind of hell is never directed at my peers. Even with every syllable at a minimal, another fault to be targeted. This unorthodox speech was given to me, and it seems no matter what I improve on it, my style won't be to your perfection. Even with the erection of my voice, noticing all you critics' eyes, I'll never live up to the status quo. So, like almost every other poet, make my flow the hoe, while your judgment stays the pimp. Though my convictions to rise to the next degree will never waver from this tension. So open up and swallow a soothsayer's prediction. Feel the palpitation, tongue-tastic heartbeat alliteration. Been robbing my moral bank account for years, and my soul demands spiritual reparations. Can't stand trespassers invading. Dr. Vocab, always with detection, always got an interception. Fortune telling fake feisty fiends to be left in mental constipation. Purpose driven for my brethren, divine intervention, ordained lyrical pope, hope in mass production. Never change for false prophets congregation. Can't stand my reverberation? Then feel free to listen to another damn station. That's that piece.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. Yeah, we in this guy, man. Welcome back to another week on P.P.C. I hope y'all had an amazing day. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm tired of the mofo right now, because y'all know I ain't been humping around. Last week I did Paul Cram and Immuna J, Louisiana Lyrics Lounge. Man, make sure that y'all check them out every Sunday on YouTube and Facebook. Especially check out your girl episode. But no matter what episode you check in on, believe it's on go, because that's how they coming. Believe that. And then I did, hold on, slow it down. Because this one right here, I was looking forward to this one right here. Y'all know I be a morning person, but I didn't know how the vibe was going to be in this room right here. So y'all have to go check me out on Verbs and Vibes, man, on the cafeteria. If you don't know what the cafeteria is, that means you need to go back and watch a couple more episodes of the old P.P.C. And then you'll know what I call the cafeteria. But that one right there is hosted by Mike Gwen and Queen Ness. And man, I'm telling y'all, boy, I had a ball all in that thing right there. So make sure that y'all tap into it. But if you're new to the room, hit the subscribe button so that you know when we lit in here. Y'all already know I can't start a show without giving a shout out to P.P.C, the group on Facebook that's always voting for the bomb ass spotlight, which y'all just saw by Miss Lady. And the rewind, man, was this week was by the one and only King Boy, AC Young, and he tore that thing up. If y'all missed it, make sure y'all go on Facebook and tap in on that too, or just tap back in on the show. Man, with that drive-by we just had, I'm so excited for what's just finna come. So y'all already know I'm about to bring my first queen around the corner right now, man. My first queen is a dynamic and an inspirational figure. It's spelling as poetry, mothering, being a wife. She's a mobile hairstylist, balancing her creative and professional pursuits. She embodies the essence of a Black queen, dedicated to her family and her craft. Through her poetry, she expresses profound insight, while her hairstyling, she empowers and beautifies her clients. Y'all know she be having girls looking at her like, yeah. So you already know she's uplifting the community in all ways. Y'all know tonight, though, she right here to uplift the corner. So y'all help me welcome Miss Melanie. Let's go. Yo, queen.
Hey,
How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, you know what? I cannot complain. I am having a night already. I'm already piped. Y'all, you see how that speed round came around, man?
Yes,
Look,
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, that was lit, man. So welcome to your first time on the corner, too.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So
This
so
amazing
how long have you been doing this thing we call poetry?
I've actually been doing poetry since I was in 6th grade. That's when I actually broke ground with the stage. I was introduced to this program. It's called Delta Academy. It was basically Delta Sigma Theta, sorority incorporated, so they was doing a lot of mentoring programs at that time. So they always had like wonderful events. We'll do step in, parades, had a good time. And they had a talent show at the end of each year because it was a yearly thing. You did it while out of school. And every year I was like, okay, let me do some poetry. So that's when I got introduced to, my Angela, Langston Hughes, all
the greats, the good oldies.
Yes. So I was introduced just memorizing those pieces and just how powerful they were at that time. And it inspired me to write my own pieces. And
here we are today.
Here we are today. I just moved here from Las Vegas. Like around middle school, high school, I stopped kind of going to poetries, and there weren't many like poetry circles or anything like that. So once I actually moved to Georgia, I was like, oh, it's poetry on every corner. I got introduced back into that space, and I've been open mic nights and meeting wonderful people.
I know because remember I got
different individuals. Yes, I was introduced by El Uno Speaks. He's the one that brought me back into the space, and I had that one night, and I went home, and the piece I'll be doing right now, it's Girl in the Box. That was the first piece I actually wrote once I kind of got back into the space. So in the piece I did in the speed round, that was just like a little remix to the one I actually did in middle school. I was young with haters. I always had to hate on my watch list.
Hey, you had me over here saying that too.
It's a remix version, like more of a grown-up version. I came more into my womanhood, came into more myself. So it's just a spinoff remix. So like I said, that that was one of my first pieces I did when I was younger. So like I said, I had them hate. But
I loved it though, because I was over here on it too, like I'm a hater, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it was catchy. It was catchy
very much. I try to make a lot of my pieces kind of catchy. So being that I experienced listening to Langston Hughes and Maya Angelou, and how there was no cursing, there was just pure words.
Right.
So if I'm able to recite it back, I try to make a lot of pieces because I have daughters myself. And I know at some point they're going to want to do a talent show. I know it's something that just runs in the blood because my mom, my dad, my brothers, everyone kind of write poetry or their story in their own way. So I know at some point in time my kids are going to have to express themselves. So I would love for them to just, recite some of
Look
my
back,
pieces
you know
one
what?
day.
No,
So yeah,
footprints in the sand. Watch the
yeah.
footprints and then walk in those same footprints. I get you. Because we
Absolutely.
are our
I
kids'
just want
first
them to have
teachers.
some type of, positive way of expressing yourself and getting
Yes.
a lot of frustration out. You don't have to turn to, just being angry all the time or being upset. It's just all about following your spirit and just understand being true to who you are. And,
That
it's just
part.
always about being yourself in that aspect. And like I said, everybody
Well,
has
and
their own
being
story.
yourself, what's your first piece you gonna give us tonight, though?
It's called Girl in the Box.
All right, well, let's get to it. Let me get up out the box so she can be the girl in the box. Let's go.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all. I'm the girl in the box. Y'all see what I got? It's not big and no, you can't get in, but it's comfortable in here. I've been in this box so long, I'm definitely outdated. I've been in here dream chasing. I got big dreams. I just want to succeed. But everybody around me don't see what I see. You can't see inside, but I mapped out endless opportunities in a world of surprise on every inch of this place. It may not look like much, but this turtle is going to win this race. I can't get out. Well, that's what they say. Here's the rules. I can't get out. I can't leave. I can't dream. I can't fly. I can't believe. I can't achieve. I can't do anything. I can't get out because it's weight in the water. Well, whatever is bad out there, I guess. But isn't that life? The good, the bad, the ups, the downs, making adjustments, smiles and frowns, change for the greater good, looking into the unknown. This box is nothing but limitations, a safety net, I should say, of all your flaws, fears, and insecurities of what you can't do. I can't fight, I can't climb, I can't make it, I can't do it. I can't get out because it's crazy. But to me, it sounds like you're scary. Scared of the possibilities and opportunities. Change to being the highest version and greatest version of yourself. The fearless, the bold, the courageous side of you. It's been generations after generations of this. I heard I can't so much, I can't believe the phrase, I can't no more. It's cussing to me now. Being a girl in this box has taught me how to break life apart. It's not as hard as some people make it sound. I'm not meant to be in this box forever. I'm not meant to follow either. Follow rules, follow people, follow mistakes. I'm meant to fly high and not listen. Break these imaginary rules. Yeah, you said what you said, but I'ma still do what I'm about to do. I got Miss Parks, Miss Tubman, Miss Friedman, Miss Angelo, and that's just to name a few. Being in this box allowed me to learn from others' mistakes. This box taught me what not to think. This box taught me how to be the student and the master. This box taught me that what you believe is what you achieve. This box taught me that people will project their negativities onto you because they can't believe. But you want to know a secret? You got to believe in yourself, or it just may not work. You have to be your biggest hype man, even if everyone around you says you can't. I believe I can. I believe it's a way out this box. I believe in a world of opportunities. I believe I can make it out. I believe in myself. And I'm going to show and tell. This girl in this box has broke life apart. It's not as hard as some people make it sound. This girl in this box is very opportunistic. She got plans to take over the world. Yeah, it ain't easy, but it ain't hard either. It's time to cut ties. It's time to get distance because it's a whole world out there that I've been missing. Guess what? I will get out this box and I will give it all I got. I will be the first to do it, but not the last. I will put one foot forward, not looking in my past. I will show and tell and lead for others. I will guide all my sisters and brothers. They said I can't, but I know I can. Just like they said I can't dream, but I didn't map out my escape plan. Shh. I know they listening. I will make it out. I can care less of what others say. Get out my way and stay in your lane, because I know once I do it, all I hear is how dare she, just because they can't. And just like that, I'm going to have opportunities overnight. Oh, yeah, I'm taking flight. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up in this box. I'll stand up. I will breathe, and I will follow my heart to my destiny. Universe, do your thing. Once I rise, I'll be flowing with new streams. Never mind. I'm starting today, right now in this time. I may be leaving people behind, and that's okay. They just might be in my way. I still love you, but you can't go. This is a road that I have to walk alone. I'm ready, universe, show me how good it gets. I'm ready, universe, show me how good it gets. I know this is a start to many wins. Chances make champions. See, that wasn't so bad. I'm not being attacked. There's no lava before. I'm just in a world of opportunities, and I've been waiting to explore. See, I knew I was right. That box had me missing life. I'm following me in my heart for the rest of my life, whether I'm wrong or right. Now what's next? I know. I stay ready. I don't gotta get ready. You remember that map of opportunity that I was telling you about? I got it all right here. I got my route figured out. It may not go as planned, and that's okay. My journey starts today. So please, no photos. I'm just joking. Take it away. I know you have no choice but to capture this greatest moment in my timeline. You want my autograph too? It'll be worth millions. This girl in this box is busting through ceilings because she's headed to the top. Hey world, I'm on my way. I have no doubts. I can't wait to see what life's about. This girl in this box has finally stepped out. Girl in the box, peace.
Boy, no cap. Like if I took this cap off, you'll still be locked and loaded like me. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yo, that piece was fire. And the swag she did it with, y'all know that be my height. I like that height, you know what I'm talking about? So I was on every bit of that. She said something too. She was like, Uni, tell me how good it can be. You know, that's my joke. I be on that. Me and the Uni be talking all the time. That's the universe if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. For real. Let's keep this show going, man. My next king was born and raised in Queens, New York, where he still resides with his 2 kids that are his heart. Right now, we celebrating the Annie because July 24th, that's right. Yeah, I think I know the date, man. I'm a little lost, but I think I'm on that thing. But he made 2 years of sobriety for himself, and that's one of his biggest accomplishments, man. His stage name is Spoken P. It's a moniker that has produced many poems under, finding his passion and form of writing 2 years ago. He's the CEO over a team of collectives in New York, talents and creative artists known as the Spoken Words ENT. This melting gathering to perform monthly, giving performances a safe space to use their words and showcase their talents, not only to be entertained, to inspire, to help, to heal. And tonight, he here to help do all of that on the corner. So y'all help me welcome Spoken P. Yo. Where my flyer? See, I be slow on this thing. Let me see
Here
if
we
I can
go.
get to it. Darn it! I can't never get to this flyer before y'all unmutate. I be trying to get mutate flyer. How you feeling tonight, King?
I'm feeling wonderful. Miss Melody brought some fire. I'm warm right here, and we got a heat wave going on, so this shit is crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm still trying to run the comments. You know what I mean? Is when they coming in like this, I'm still trying to run them. I had to skip back to them. We know who they for. We see them up there. So yeah, she did, man. And it's just a blessing to have you in here. 2 years. Congratulations. Happy Anna to you, man. That for real.
Thank
that
you.
takes dedication all within itself, man. You know, a lot of us ain't got that in us. So I'm proud of you for you just for bigging you up enough to know what's good for you and what's not. So that is amazing accomplishment, man.
Well, I credit it to everybody that I'm around. It's an odd program, but it's we around it, and I feel like that's how life is as well. The more that we try to do it just seems like falls apart. So you need to have good, strong people around you. You show me your friends, I know who you is. So for me, I keep nothing but goodness and good people around me, and that's why good things happen. So you know, thank you. I gotta rep but
spoken word. So let's talk about that a little bit. So spoken word, y'all meet monthly, once a month. Do y'all have like a set venue, or do y'all send? How do people know how to find y'all? So if they're there, they can find this safe place.
got you. Well, it's very simple. Spoken words with a Z.NYC on IG. Soon to be on all platforms. Um, you know, it started from a dream to a seed. I actually got a piece like that, and then from seeds to a forest, and now the forest is the movement. And I wrote those two pieces, and the third installment's coming. But you know, for me, I found writing as a way to release all of my ills, all of my past that I was carrying. 30 years of carrying a cross that just I was dragging my feet, and
Yeah.
so I rehabbed myself. It wasn't easy at first, but I was, I look at those 3 months, it felt like 3 years, and now I look back, it feels like 30 minutes, because to take time out for yourself to be the best you is not an easy thing to do.
Nope.
But the rewards show themselves currently. I just can't say enough to my team. I'm grateful to them because you know what? My ego was bigger than mountains, and unfortunately, my ego didn't get me much to avail of any good situations. And now, dropping my ego, I just love
Yeah.
being humble and just living the right way.
I mean, you think
So
different, so you blink different. So I love. I mean, everything you
mm,
said, man. Big ups on everything that you said, man. I love the movement that you got going on right now because we ain't stumping our feet. Well, I mean, we ain't dragging our feet like you said. We stomping the floor. So I'm loving every bit of that. So what's the first piece you giving us tonight?
actually, it's gonna coincide with me celebrating 2 years. It's called My So-Called Best Friends, and I'm not gonna say nothing yet because I'm just gonna let it bomb out and surprise. But I just want to say thank you again to you and your team. And whenever y'all ready to come up to NY, we got you.
All
Let's
right, man.
let me know.
All right, thank you, because he said friends, so all I can think, friends, how many of us have done? Let me get up out of here, because y'all know it.
So what's up, everybody? What's going on? Blessings to all and to your family. So this is called My So-Called Best Friends. So if you would have asked me in 2022, would I have wrote this, let alone say this? Answer, no. I mean, you always were there for me and always had my back. Although it's been over 30 years since we first met, maybe a couple more. It's been more than a year now, but I had to stop dealing with you and close the door. I had to put you in your place because the more I pour, from liquid to emotions, shit was always leaking out of me negatively, like sweat to a pour. Realistically, we had so many great times from vacations, celebrations to partying all night on the dance floors. I always loved the fact of living in New York City because you were always accessible to me at any 24-hour store. Thinking back, we would talk for hours, and out of everyone I knew, you were the best listener. I mean, for others, they felt a wide range of feelings from ups to downs to extreme cases of hospitals, cuffs, jails, or me, dead, laying perpendicular. It's amazing how you seem to grace people with your blessings like a minister. Shit, I still remember that first taste. You christened me with your holy water that for years I thought was healing. Little did I know I was the fish spinning in circles because you had me hooked, believing I always needed you, so you always had me reeling. Then it must have been your birthday, so long ago I can't remember. You introduced me to some of your friends that in no time all turned into besties, and I became their member. Wow, they were just like you, great listeners. Made me feel like a king in all of his splendor. One was something to smoke, one was something to sniff, one was something to swallow. Thank God I never met some of your many other friends, especially the one you poke in your vein and the other one that was on paper. Might have been my end. But with you and my new three best friends, you guys gave me thoughts along with the power that I was a leader never to follow, never realizing that everything I thought was sweet was actually sour. With you guys, I thought I was the coolest. From the ladies and the people I met, I mean, every step I took gave me power, whether in clubs and the bars. I felt like the floor was painted red because I was walking in like a star. Reality is, looking back through the years, with all four of you guys together, all the fights we started, people we lied to and manipulated, things we stole, carried on wherever we went. And let's not forget illegal racing, dodging cops, driving the wrong way on streets, and the day on the highway with my ex wife, fearing for her life, begging and crying. All the while, we were putting other people's lives in danger, feeling like I was winning an Oscar award for professional drug and drunk driving. Those times were fun, weren't they? In fact, they were great. That Tony would have gotten jealous with all the frost I was putting in my nose. I'm surprised it didn't snap like a flake. Then, when the fun time slowed down and the lights stopped being so bright, things became faded. When my when my money became low, the friends I could write on the chalkboard slowly started being erased. It was nothing but me by myself, with depression and desperation. Oh, what joys to elate. Funny thing is, as long as I had money or something to sell, you guys could always change how I felt. I knew I'd only be here for a short time, with everything rushing back harder. But for years, that was my life. I was living, and that's how it went. How I was filled with sadness, misery on the face, brainwaves low, and thoughts erratic, body always weak, hot and cold flashes, always moody, feeling manic, with my life in a panic. Constant self sabotage, along with not sleeping at night, adding not waking up on time, equaling up, losing or getting fired from jobs. Then the losing cribs, to now living anywhere, from streets to cars, blaming everyone for how my life is. But you guys were my Kleenex, and I used you guys to solve. It wasn't until I stopped dealing with you guys that my life got better. I stopped storming on myself, and with time and help, started seeing clearer weather. Stopped beating on myself with a bat and started to use a feather. So my so-called best friends, I could say I wish I never met you, but I wouldn't have the life I'm living now. So I hope we never meet again. And I thank God many times a day for being alive. Oh, and I found the new best friends. Their names are Pad and Pen, and with them I release all my evils along with writing about a great new life I have. The end. SP. It's said to appreciate life to the fullest. You first have to go through the toughest things in life. So God bless everyone and live to be the best you. Spoken Pete, signing off.
Well, I ain't gonna say it was a heavenly message, but it was definitely a message, man. It was definitely a message. I hope y'all was listening, man. For anybody who out there going through stuff like that, bruh. Whew. It'll take your ass down the wrong path. Then you hear the man poem. He definitely went there with it. He was definitely honest with it. And I love how he was allowing himself to just open up like that. Y'all know what it is over here, man. Poetry is definitely therapeutic. I keep telling y'all that. Let's keep this show rolling, man. My next queen right here, y'all right here. This is her second run on the corner. But right now, man, I'm just want to let y'all know she right here where I'm at, but she just on the east side of Atlanta. So y'all know I be pulling up on her to get me a hug when I can. She is not just the host and curator of hood healing poetry events. Y'all, her events be lit. It's everything that you know you don't necessarily know you need, but you need in that moment. I'm trying to tell y'all, the last one I was at, she even had a dancer at that guy, y'all. Tell me that's not really poetic, bruh. Dancing is an art. Everything art. When you're dealing with hood and you're dealing with art, you're going to get the best of the best. And she makes sure she put it all in the same space. So y'all already know what it is, man. And let me all the way run that thing back. Not only do she big up her community, but she use her voice for the kiddo kids who ain't got now. She out there making sure that them babies getting heard. So y'all know I love me some hood. So let's go hood phenomenon. Yo. Oh, I'm getting my flyer. I'm getting that thing. I'm getting it. Let me get to it. Don't press the button yet. I'm gonna you
Hey.
Darn. What up? What up, hood? I can't never play this dang on fly y'all done made for when y'all be mutated on here. I can't never make it to it. How you feeling tonight, Queen?
I'm feeling good. I love your energy. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling. You know what I'm talking about? As long as I'm feeling, even if it's a little numb, I'm in there. You know what I'm talking about? Like swimwear. By the time I leave here tonight, though, I'm gonna be up like the sun, ready to lay it down, but still up like the sun. So, your next event, let's talk about it. When is it?
So my next event is my Hood Healing Poetry event number 14. It's called Summer Speakeasy. It's going to be at my new venue called Shine Bright Event Studios in Decatur on the east side. Typically, I do give them on the west side, but I brought it back to the east side this time. So you should pull up. If y'all not doing nothing, grab y'all a ticket off Eventbrite. I also have a Hood Healing Poetry workshop to perfect your stage presence, memorization skills, all that good stuff. You can also find that on Eventbrite as well. So yeah, I'm doing everything. That's why I'm here too.
I
Whenever
mean,
you
you
need
already
me.
know it. I mean, he'll be moving around for everybody who don't know, man. I'm trying to tell you, the lady is litty, and so is her event. So, and it's a safe space. Don't think you're gonna go in there and don't feel comfortable or safe or anything like that, man. She's one of those spots. You know, a lot of spots. People that know me, I sit back and look. I be a watching ass nigga. I love to blow on the mic when I get to her joint. So never mind, no Diddy, everybody, no Diddy. All right, so Hood, what's the first piece you're giving us?
I'm giving y'all mad.
Mad. Let me get up out of here before I be making her mad.
I know what they thinking. I'm a woman and I'm black, so I'm just always mad. Neglecting to state the fact that I'm a mother and I'm black, so I got a reason to be mad. Hell yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because George Floyd's mother birthed him from her womb just to have him ripped away from this world. I'm mad that her son cried for his mama while he was being murdered the same way a baby does when he is being born. I'm mad that even if we crowd around our brother and beg for the murderer to stop murdering our brother, that won't stop the murder. I'm mad that George Floyd was lynched. Knee to his neck, we had to watch that shit. I'm mad that even if you flinch and act like you gonna help your brother, that you too could become their brother. Now this is no different from a lynch party on the plantation. Now the streets of their plantation. Even if they ask for it, my nigga, you better not reach for registration. I'm mad that as a mother, I have to tell my son that monsters don't live under the bed, but they patrol the streets instead. It makes me think to myself, what the hell is different about their eyes that they can't see my son how I see my son? That's why I'm mad. Why? Why did Ahmaud Arbery get murdered for going for a run? Tell me why Breonna Taylor was murdered inside of her home. Now I'm getting so mad because these are just everyday things that I thought people were allowed to do in their everyday lives. I mean, I thought exercise was good for the heart. And I know I'm rambling, but I think I got it all figured out. Just hear me out. We're not considered people to them, so our lives and what we do in it don't matter. White people, I know this always goes over your privileged heads, but black lives do matter. And don't make me matter and say all lives matter, because we are aware. But what I'm saying is, when someone says save the rainforest, nobody ever says all nature matter. You want to know why? Because we are aware. We are aware that all things in nature matter, but it's something about that rainforest that needs saving. I'm mad that George, Brianna, Sean, Sandra, Philandro, Eric, Alton, Michael, Tamir, and so many other unarmed black people were taken from us. I'm mad that some of the black boys that I just named kind of look like my son. I'm mad that when I say kind of look alike, that the only thing I mean is that they are black and that my son is black too. I'm mad they kind of look alike and fit the description basically means the same thing. Damn. Now I'm getting sad. I'm sad because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm sad because if your tail light out, the police just might shoot you about it. I'm sad because they tried to tell us Sandra was alive in their mugshot. I'm mad because my brothers are targets with an invisible red dot. But in the NBA draft, you the top pick. They be smiling, patting you on your back and shit. But God forbid you find a voice like Cannon, I mean Nick, or my boy Kaepernick. Now your TV show gone. No more running plays at their dome. They sent that black boy home. For now. Until you think of a plan for yourself, post up in front of a property you invest, and get knocked off trying to hustle like Nipsey. Or give it all back to the hood, pull up to Makita's cookie and I hate to catch you slipping like Dolph. I'm saying all this to say the same shit that everybody else says, but just in a different way. Let's control what we can control by ending gun violence today. Because I got news for you. Police brutality is here to stay. The judges, lawyers, and the doctors are KKK. And if they can snap their fingers, the entire black race will be washed away. Let's be better to each other. Black men, I love y'all just like y'all my brothers, but I can tell your mamas never taught you to protect your sisters. And black women, we got to stop fighting each other over shit we overheard in a whisper. None of that shit even matters. If you lose it all today, your day one's gonna scatter. If the police question you, it's so easy to say you won't tattle until the judge look you in your face and say you facing time so long, it sounds like a raffle. I'm no longer speaking to my oppressor. To my black people, our Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
Bow, 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 bow. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Yeah. I am, and always gonna be. You know what I'm talking about. So y'all already know I'm about to bring my king on around here. This is also his second go round on this thing. But his rundown be a rundown. So let me go ahead and get myself prepared. Cause his thing ain't no easy rundown, so let's get to it. Man, my next king is a Brooklyn, New York native. He is an author, poet, visual artist, also a musician. He released 3 books, not one, not two, but I said 3, along with a CD, y'all, in 2011 called Brooklyn's Lost Son, Prelude to the Road of Redemption. To his credit, he has also because he's been published in college stuff. Because I had to look that word up, don't be giving me no words big like that. And we're going to talk about it when you come on here too. But he's been published in college art magazines and featured collab spoken word albums. He has progressed his art featuring in Times Square Art Center, Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar NYC, Bridgeport Innovation Center, the Brooklyn Book Festival 2010, and the Harlem Brook Fair. Boy, with a lot more to go, boy. He has also won back-to-back college and university slams at Bronner College Club. The Black Poetry Camp, Poetry Fest, Poetry TV presents the Cypher Den. He is currently working on new projects to add to this bio, y'all, that is already outstandingly long. You heard me? But tonight, he about to chalk it up with us and line it all up so y'all can really know what he got on. Man, y'all help me welcome Honest. Hey. King.
Peace. How you doing?
So what was the word? You know I'm starting up right away. What's the word? You put the word in there. It meant that you slam at college and universities. But what was the word that you used? Oh shit! He don't know his own bio. Never mind, King. Never mind. I ain't gonna do you like that. So what else you got coming up in the works? Because that bio is absolutely outstanding. I tell you that every time you come on here, and you actually add to it every time. So what you got going on now?
Right now I am currently working on my next book, which is actually I'm working on 2. I haven't looked at. One is supposed to be the 4th part of my current series, Unlocked Thoughts from Prophecy, which will be the long-awaited book of erotica poems.
All right, let's go. I mean, you released 3 books back to back. I mean, how did that feel to just release and get off of 3 books, and now you're able to come with the 4th, right? That's what you're saying? You're coming with the 4th one now? How does that feel?
So this 4th one is a change of pace from the previous 3 books. Releasing the book, my first book, initially was a task and a half. It's like you gotta pick what you want in it. Just like I had to do with my album.
Yeah.
It started as a chapbook, then I revised it, and it has a lot more poems in it than it originally did. But making it to this 3rd book, this 4th book now, is surprising to myself, but also enlightening at the same time. That like I could put out that amount of work within this certain time period. And
nice, because you did do that. You did that. I mean, 3 back to back. So because I ain't cutting it out, but I want to tell the people where to find the book. Say, hey, cousin and them, yeah, we in there. Tell the people how to find the books and where they located. And
actually, well, for one, I do have copies of all 3 books on me right now.
Okay.
But they can be found on Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com.
Well, you heard them. We ain't going to Barnes and Nobles, and we ain't going. What was the other one?
Amazon.
We ain't going to now one of them. The king saying hit him direct for the books because he got you on deck. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that y'all have his social media so that y'all can actually get on and get the books, man. So what's the first piece you giving us tonight, King?
I guess I'm in kind of a Brooklyn mood. So like this first piece, I wrote not too long ago. It's actually called A Piece for a Piece of Brooklyn.
All right. Well, noosh on the corner, baby, because we ain't heard it yet. So a piece for Brooklyn. Never mind. I'm going to mess it up. Let me get out of here.
Okay. So my mother swung machete words from her mouth with a cutlass tongue of cut ass discipline into me while growing up in Crown Heights, bro. The only place referred to as a separate planet. So no matter where the roll call, like, where Brooklyn at, somebody in the house is where I'm from. Depending on what part, though, means the difference between saying chocolate milk and chocolate milk, garbage, garbage, and straight garbage. We're talking about someone's skills in the hood. The difference between winning a shootout and a shoot out on and in court, a decision to make. Pen, ball, or gun, or the pen from having the balls to choose the wrong one. See, Brooklyn's lost, son. This culture curated small nation made me a beast of burden, fake hustlers that couldn't figure out my mental, like whether to get General Tso's chicken or lentil soup from the Chinese spot on Nostrand and Fulton. Yapping your mouth to the brother or sister in the wrong way and getting the response, you picked the right one today. Went from being dissed in school by not rocking the latest kicks to mama reminding me, you're not here for a fashion show, but an education. Didn't matter if it was at Prospect Heights, Canarsie, or Erasmus High, took self-funded Ebbets field trips that roamed Bed-Stuy, do or die. Corner boys jacking chains and watches waiting for you by the Kingston Avenue station. Because no matter what the destination, my heart will always have a home. And I'll never forget or forgive these scars of experience. Because man can feel like a failed nature social experiment. That's it for that piece.
Man, I hope your ass ain't broke, cause that was a stack. Okay, well, maybe it was 100. Okay, well, you kept it a buck, man. Yo, the piece definitely kept it a bucks. But I love when Abe come through this thing, cause that pen always on fleek. We're gonna go ahead and bring Miss Melanin right on back around so she can give us her second piece, man. Y'all know we on the come around. We ready? She know that camera don't come on. I was finna say, I would be coming around the mountain. And I'm in a singing mood tonight. No, I can't sing, but I love it anyway. So, all right, Queen. So, what's the second piece you giving us tonight?
It's called We're Rich.
We rich. I do be feeling rich all the time, so I'm definitely finna feel this piece. Let's go. Let me get up out of here so I can get this abundance.
It's no secret that dark and flesh can be so rich. And by rich, I mean the richest. So why do they call us poor? When our DNA alone is worth way more than yours? See, that last bar just brought laughter to my soul because this whole time we thought we were worthless. We really are worth the most. Melanin is more expensive than gold. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. Melanin costs $463 per gram. Google it. My 3.5 is expensive. We are made of 150 trillion cells. Each cell has melanin in it. We are walking banks. This is why we get the most hate. They hate us because they ain't us. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. They kill us off to sell what we got. We are their profit blessing. You can buy melanin tanning injections. Side effect is dark and flesh. I wondered who volunteered for that. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. We are missing. Where's everyone gone? Pull them hearts out. Do some research for us. We are missing worldwide. We have more melanin in our hearts and internal organs than we do in our skin. That's why they taking it. Our sisters and brothers are missing worldwide. It's no surprise. Over 1 million black men gone missing. Then they finally turn up with no organs inside. And we're not even talking about the statistics of the women and children. Can you imagine? It's sickening to see that even though we're the richest, they still won't let us be. They've been robbing us for centuries. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. We are gods in flesh. We are truly best. We have to stand up against the oppressed. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. All melanated people are royalty. We are too legit to quit. Now let's start acting like it. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. All melanated people are royalty. We are rich, and by rich, I mean the richest. And I don't know about you, but Miss Melanin is all melanin, and her melanin is expensive. Peace.
Boy, it take the darkness to bring out the stars. So thank you for blacking out. Yeah, that was hard. She definitely just blacked out on y'all ass because we rich, big. You know what I'm talking about? I love that piece, though. I love how she big us up and keep it moving. Y'all already know I'm about to bring P back out of this thing. Let's do it. P, what's the second piece you giving us? Let me drop these comments, too. They was talking to the queen.
Second piece I'm dropping is Spirits from a Boy to a Man. I just will tell people, if people lost somebody, this might hit home. Don't mean to ruffle no feathers, but
oh man, didn't you read the memo? I just lost somebody. Nah, all right, I got you.
I know.
Go ahead, speak your piece, King. It might be something I need to hear. Let me get up out of here, man.
Right. Spirits from a Boy to a Man. See, I didn't know how to start this because this piece deals with emotions of my life, which could have me staring into the abyss of my mind. But this is my therapy, poetry. So it comes with many tools like the Swiss. I'm knifing through things that are in my past with a Chris. Used to be pissed at everything and now being clear and guided by my higher powers that leave me in bliss. I'm mainly French and Haitian, repping a fleur de lis, as well as my beliefs, like I'm a voodoo priest. My higher powers, which are spirits of loved ones past, that for many choose not to and can't believe. They say it's all in the movies or in people's minds that they look to retrieve something or anything of a person who passed away, or maybe the spirit is looking for a whoopee to possess and be used to sway. But from Pat to Rick, I believe in spirits that are with us every day. So are they ghosts? If they are they good or bad? The thoughts can make people jittery. Do they mean well or looking to cause injury? Better yet, are they trying to help or malicious with trickery? Some will feel and say it's confusing, unreal, and even a mystery. But this is my life I'm sharing about. So save your judging for yourself, because it's my reality. Was told by family members that are still left and on this earth that from as early as 3 and maybe before birth, I was talking to imaginary people and seeing things others couldn't. And even then, nobody believed me and they wouldn't. I know, I know. To the skeptics, they all say it's all bullshit and fake. Or others will sound like the older people and say there's an answer for everything, for heaven's sake. I would have said the same, but it's different when you walk into a warm room and it turns into a freezer and you can see your breath and feel impending doom. Or look into a mirror and blink your eyes and your face changes into another person or being. Or breaks apart and then rearranges. And in reality, I still would have agreed to not believe until a mother for 3.5 years went to every doctor and took every pill, had her body cut and burned with chemo that was like Chernobyl to kill, went to every church and religion begging God to fill the void of knowing the end was closing in, fast and near. Cancer that in the late 80s, doctors could only give hopeful answers. But as Mary knew Jesus would have to die, she begged for God to answer. I could never know that feeling and what she went through. I tried. Or how she would always be smiling and I'm sure by herself. how she cried. So this is how I know spirits exist. So this is how I know spirits are real and exist. On July 11th, 1990, early morning at 2:36, in the hospital, her human flame went out, but her light never dimmed out. Her spirit woke up her little boy in the basement. No frailness or sickness, but as radiant as a star, no doubt. And as he began to talk, she started to walk away. So he began to shout. He got up and out of the bed and followed her to the bathroom. She went through the bathroom door and then he opened it to presume she was there. And on putting on the light, nothing. But this wasn't by accident. It showed me at age 10 that spirits are real with no precedent. The little boy, confused but mind not rattled, made his way back to the bed and under the blankets and did not babble. About 8ish in the morning, the red rotary phone rang in the basement. His grandmother answered upstairs, and he picked up the phone with careful hand placement. It was his aunt informing his grandmother of his mother's passing. There was no yelling or screaming or asking God why, but internal tears were amassing, knowing she was gone in earthly form. But it's amazing that a person's spirit can be so strong. And I'm sure I'll be with her again when it's my time to be gone. See, I used to worry about what people would say, and in writing about this, it's letting my kids know about their daddy's past. And when he dies, it's okay. I used to hate God because he kept taking everything I loved away. But I love God so much now and always look to pray. And all those people that have left me on this earth, I know have been my angels, knowing that they have saved, watched over, and blessed me and are with me every day. I love you, mommy, and all my many angels watching over me and my kids. Amen. And to those lost by this disease, may God bless you and your family. And if y'all could see it, it might be backwards. Uh, that says fuck cancer. So fuck cancer. God bless everyone. Thank you for allowing me to share some of me to you and be the best you.
Yeah. I'm coming live from the A, man, but that shit that deserved the A, man. Can the church say? Yo, y'all know some of those pieces do deserve an amen. Not just because I'm in the amen, for real. But y'all already know we going to come on around that corner and bring Hood back through this thing. We coming up to the close of the show. So we got to let's go. Hood.
I'm back.
You know it, man. Come on with it. So what's the second piece you giving us?
I'm going to give you Insecure.
All right. Yo, this is one of my, let's go.
You like it? Okay.
Yeah.
You pretty for a chubby girl. Now, I never understood what that meant until I got older. When I was younger, I ain't quite realized that my body is what made my choice of style a little bolder. Now, I ain't never heard nobody say it's pretty for a flower. Why can't our bodies just be ours? Although my body is not shaped like the glass of an hour, why do Instagram models have so much power? Why do I secretly feel the need to go spend a couple $1,000s to get a body that'll gain me a couple thousand followers, all because I too was a follower? Now, I'm just being real. This is exactly how I feel. No shade to those with enhancements, but I feel the need to have plastic surgery for advancement. When I'm in a party, I just nod my head. I'm too ashamed to do the latest dances. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Scroll the timeline for 30 seconds and it forces you to think about it. Fashion over that, fashion over this. That shit only looks good on women with big butts and wide hips. It's like society said, have plastic surgery or dress like you work in a nursery. Now, that's a crazy metaphor, but it's real. It's like society decided how women should be shaped, and apparently I wasn't in on the deal. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the skin I'm in, but this is just a pinpoint for where my insecurities began. Thank you.
Look at that, man. I'm over here trying to comment with my cousin and them, talking about that cousin. Then I wasn't even able to run the little shim I would run. Good job, Hood. Look, I'm shim today is here, right here. Praise God. Thank you very much. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go ahead and bring A back around this thing, man. Multitasking. It is not working for me. You know what that do. Hey, you ready to close us out, King?
Yeah, I got something for you.
All right, man. You always do. Let's get it. Let's go.
When you see me on stage, my steady flow goes to the max when I pad because this pen leaks on a cycle. In tune with Oshun. That's why the ladies feel it. No cocky shit. I love pussy power. No ditty, so no cocking shit. Learning years ago that every word spoken is a spell casted. And speaking life into a woman is first and second nature. How dare I not? See, falling from a womb on the 27th in fall, I've been a risk worth taking a chance on by a black woman who acknowledged me, knowing her bloodline would continue. That's 13 years times 3 plus 2 equal a redemption prophecy in the making being fulfilled. See, my maker is not a figure in the sky. She's the mother of man. Witness the beauty in every brown-eyed, melanin-filled feminine force before me, standing in here, sacred and sacrifice. Whether she can cook in the kitchen or cooking up a mission to follow, F around with her and find out, have you come up missing tomorrow? See, goddess lover. But in some hood, if I broke your heart, then I'm just a motherfucker with an Oedipus complex. Flexing the pain from your soul is the only tip I want you to feel from this tongue on the mic. Till it's time to go home. And you can tell your friends, after tonight, one black man got it right. Peace.
I just came on here to tell you was a bad mother. Hush your mouth. You know kids be watching the show. What, man? You ruined all the fun. I was gonna say mother sucker. Dang. Hey, I had to use that one because P said he was a bad mother sucker. You know what I'm talking about? Man, we done made it to the end of this thing and I'm still lit up. So y'all know, tomorrow, wake up with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes in a mile, man. Thank you for everybody who tapped in on my guests tonight, man. We is litty. Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Key-notez gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know, I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it, I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.